going on, people? What's going on, people? Part two of today's speaking on the live. Earlier today, I was talking about Napoleon Hill's, Think and Grow Rich, going on through, some of the wisdom that I've gained. But I'm prompted to make this video to speak about fasting. Why fast? What is the purpose of fasting? What is the value? What do we gain from fasting? Like all these crazy questions that I probably won't even answer in order because I haven't organized myself and such. But why fast? Why? What is the point of fasting? You feel me? When you do it intentionally. You feel me? Why do it when you do it intentionally? Because some people, some people fast because they don't have a choice. You feel me? Meaning they're starving. They're going hungry because they don't have a choice. They can't eat at the moment. They can't find any food. They don't got money for food. So in that fasted state, right, in that state of hunger, what is it that is gonna help them get what they want, right? So they're hungry. They're gonna want food. They don't got money. Their brain is gonna come up with ideas. It's gonna start asking questions and prompting us to go get or do what we have to do to kind of like feed ourselves. So that's how I found fasting to be beneficial to me, right? And helping my intellect and helping me give my time better use than I otherwise wouldn't had I been like full or already fed. For me, that's how I see it, you feel me? Aside from the spiritual aspect, you feel me, the self-development aspect, because we can gain a lot from fasting. But for me, how I've been using it for like the past year or so is to kind of create more space and opportunity for me to do those things that I otherwise wouldn't be doing had I not been hungry. You get what I'm saying? Hey, how you doing, Real Life Angel? Hunger in nature is what prompts us to go out and hunt, right? So hunger prompts us to hunt in nature, but the reality is that we no longer live in an organic, natural environment. Today's society, we live in a cultural construct of like, you feel me, of ease and comfort. Like that is the society that we live in. We live in a socially comfortable and easy society. And to some it may appear like, oh, it's so hard. But at the end of the day, all we have to do is step outside and like we have everything at our fingertips. We don't have to go hunt. We don't have to go walk barefoot through the jungle and have splinters sticking in our toes and running from gangs of monkeys and tigers and all of that stuff. So we don't have to do any of these survival things. And because we don't have to do any of these things that require us to survive, to get food, we also don't have the necessary pressure being put upon us to come up with ideas and solutions that make what we want or what we need a lot easier for us to get. So, for example, me, I'm using fasting, right? But we have individuals like what's his name? Damn. David Goggins, you feel me? And many others. David Goggins, who runs 100-mile races, you feel me, as a means and a ways of developing himself and creating enough karmic energy to go out and do all the things that he has to do, you feel me? So he's making himself, he's forcing his body, he's tricking his mind and his environment into this survival state that kind of in itself also begins to ask him like, why are you doing these things? Why are you running 10, 20, 50, 100 miles a week, a day, a month? Why are you doing these things, right? Why are you staying up till the middle of the night, to the middle of the morning, to 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, and you're only sleeping 2 or 3 hours? Why are you doing these things? You feel me? Your mind starts asking these questions. Why are you waking up early? Why are you going to sleep late? Why are you reading all these books? Why are you writing all these pages? Why are you fasting? Why are you starving yourself? And in those moments of asking questions and trying to obtain clarity on why it is that we are inducing ourselves into this self-induced state of suffering, of like conscious and aware suffering, that we're able to like produce great things. You feel me? Out of the need for survival, we create things that make our survival more certain. You get what I'm saying? We develop weapons to protect ourselves, and our survival became more certain. And because it was more certain that we would live, we began to come up with means and reasons of thriving, of not only surviving, but going above and beyond and becoming fruitful. Becoming fruitful and also multiplying. You also and feeling the comfort and the security and the confidence and the courage to go out and find a mate in nature and multiply. You get what I'm saying? So it all for me, I'm using fasting in that way. Like, I understand, like, yo, I could eat. I don't have to be hungry, but I can not only work on my self-development, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, but I can work on so many other aspects just by not eating whenever I want to eat, but whenever I need to eat, or whenever okay, this makes more sense, right? It doesn't make any sense to wake up eating and to go to sleep eating. We have no time to think upon other more productive purposes, right? So we waste our time, right? Being fat, obese, overweight, these things are not natural. They may have been normalized by society, you feel me, through cultural freaking agendas that facilitate this erroneous train of thought. But being overweight, being out of shape, is not healthy. It's not conducive to a mindset that makes you feel comfortable with yourself. Let's not develop this thing, man. So doing little things, not eating that cheeseburger, pushing it a few hours, these things help. They create a lot of fields for opportunity, right? Rather than seeing only obstacles. Like, oh, you gotta go run an errand or do something, but you end up getting full. That errand has now become an obstacle because now you're full. You want to relax. You're not trying to be all out of place when you just ate, and now you're supposed to be feeling comfortable and reposando, or letting that food process, in other words. No, now you got to go and do what you had to do before you fed yourself, before you stuffed your face. Now you got to go out and do those things. But now those things, rather than you seeing them as opportunities for you to grow, now we begin to view those things that we have to do, that we need to do, as obstacles, because we've wasted the opportunity, the time, doing something that kind of made us comfortable, rather than doing the things that make us uncomfortable, but which in the long term end up contributing to our comfort. Because like, running is uncomfortable. Running 1, 2, 3, 5, 10 miles is uncomfortable. But once you get done with those miles, you are a lot more comfortable and happy with yourself. And so it is. And so fasting, that's how I've been using fasting. I spend most of my day fasted. I'll begin breaking the fast between noon to 1 to 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I won't eat anything all day long. And I don't feel lacking in anything, and no energy or anything of that sort. You feel me? I actually feel more energized. My clarity, I got way more clarity. I'm able to apply my vision and my goals a lot more concisely and effectively. I'm able to keep myself from messing up less often. So spiritually, my self-mastery goes up. All these things help us when we fast, you feel me? If we can control what we eat and what we allow ourselves to eat, and all those things that we allow ourselves to do out of like just sheer lack of self-discipline, we gain so much power over ourselves and over our will and our ability to manifest the life that we want and the individual that we want to be. So that was my own take on why do I fast all day? Why do I off? And mind you, I haven't been able to fast for more than like what I've been doing, the 18 to 20 hours. I really need to fast an extended period of time, from 3 days to a week or more. But this is just part of my journey. You feel me? You might be able to, with this information that I just relayed, because maybe you're dealing with less negative habits or traumas or whatever it is than I may be dealing with. Hey, you might be able to grab this information and begin to apply it right then and there. You might not have to go and deal with yourself as much as other people are dealing with themselves. You might be able to just grab this and begin to applying it right then and there. You feel me? Our goal is to, I feel our goal in life is to help other people, you feel me, become better versions of themselves by us doing the best that we can for ourselves as well. You get what I'm saying? And then at the same, and then that reciprocating onto others. You feel me? Make people that are better than you if they're not there. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, we often do tend to see a lot more potential, a lot of more the potential in other individuals than those individuals see in themselves. So we're here, man. We're here for one another, and hopefully this message is of value to many out there. Other than that, yo, I'm done. I'm gonna be chilling, reading, hanging out, doing the little things. Other than that, you have a great rest of your day, man. One.